About 3.5 years ago or so, I met the gentleman that I'm going to introduce to you, and at an event, actually. I was running for governor, came in second in the field of four. And by the way, a round of applause for my friend Karen Testament. She was one of the candidates as well. She's here today. Another wonderful Blue Star mom. And the man that I met and became instant friends with is a man by the name of Jeff Chittister. See, Jeff, he's the most unselfish person I know. We ask Jeff to MC a lot of these events. He always does it, unless he's on his deathbed. He's a little under the weather today, but he's still here. He's a real patriot. Jeff is a United States Army veteran as well. I'm very proud to announce that to you all in a round of applause. But he's also he's a radio talk show host, and the name of his show is New Hampshire Perspectives. You can hear it every Sunday. You'll tune in tomorrow at noon, 96.7 The Wave over where I'm at, and I think it's WGIR, it's 6:10 a.m. over this side of town. Please tune in. I mean, it's just a great show. But we asked Jeff to be the MC for this event, and he very, very quickly said yes. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Jeff Chittister.
Jack's wearing a nice jacket, isn't he? Blue. It's a standard fare for these political events. Not only are we occupying Concord right now, we're also occupying the flagpole that was empty over here. It says come and take it. We put a flag up there, so we'll keep it up there for a while. I am a little under the weather, so I won't be speaking too much, but I'd like to welcome all of you racist, hateful teabaggers to this event. Might as well say it because that's what the press is going to say, isn't it? It's sad that the press and the far left is so comfortable in their hatred, because that's what it is. Getting ready for this rally, I'm going to be real quick. I thought about my oath. How many guys here from the Navy? Raise your hands. Thank you. Marines? Outstanding. What just fell off? That's all right. More money we'll have to pay. This has wheels, so watch me roll right off. Air Force? Army. This will defend, right? That's the Army motto. It's a great motto. It's an eagle clutching the Constitution, letting us know what our Army was founded for. I'm wearing 2 pins today.
Coast Guard.
Oh, Coast Guard, thank you once again. Sorry about that, Coast Guard. I don't forget you guys. Don't forget, it's all right. I'm wearing 2 pins today. One is an American flag with the Army flag next to it. And the other one is my pin when I became a policeman here in the state of New Hampshire. I have not put that pin on since I hung my uniform up. I went into my closet last night to decide what I should wear to come and appear before you people. And I looked at that pin and I remember that was the second time I took an oath. All of you in the military, once again, raise your hand, all together. Police? Anyone here? Former police officer, state trooper, city, community, sheriff, anyone of you? Yes. Thank you. And I realized that even though I called you out separately, and almost forgot the Coast Guard, that we all pretty much took the same oath to defend the Constitution from enemies, foreign and domestic. And I thought about that oath the first time I took it in Alabama, and all of you who took this oath as soldiers remember that you were in some strange place, and there were people around you watching you take this oath, and you were taking that oath at that time for them, for those witnesses. But it became clear to me later on when I was in the Army that that oath wasn't for those people who witnessed it that first day. That oath was for those people who couldn't see what I was doing in the dark at night. That oath was for those people who couldn't see me on that wall. That oath was for those people sound asleep in their house as I drove as a policeman. That oath was there when no one else was there. And that really didn't become clear to me until one day in Germany in the middle 80s, surrounded by 80,000 Germans who wanted us to leave. They were unaware that the propaganda they were spreading was paid for by the communists, but they sat there on that fence, 80,000 surrounding my base, spitting, throwing feces, everything they wanted me to do to leave. I was one soldier with an M16, 120 rounds, 2 grenades, a smoke canister, a bulletproof vest and a helmet, and I couldn't see the next soldier. That's what I had. And I was sitting there listening to all these people just say how much they hated us, how much they hated America, and how much we stood for hate, and how much we stood for their oppression. And I never felt more alone in my life. And I sat there almost wanting to cry. I was just a young guy, had a gun. I guess if they hopped over the fence, I would do what I had to do 120 times. 80,000 is a lot of people though. But something came over me, and I turned around, and in the center of my base, the tallest structure of all the structures, it was the tallest structure of all of Stuttgart, was this towering flag, higher than anything in Stuttgart, and it was the American flag. And I stood there, and I remembered my oath to defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. I wasn't sad anymore, I wasn't unhappy, and I wasn't afraid, because I knew that that flag, the tallest structure in all of Stuttgart, everybody could see, and that I wasn't alone. You, my brothers and sisters, were there with me. You trusted me, and you trusted all those who served in the military to honor their oath. I thank you so much, because you made me the man I am today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Needless to say, no one jumped over the fence. I'd like to introduce you back to John Hinkle and Jack. So, for those of you who didn't read the news yesterday, something very important happened yesterday. Now, it's easy for us to sit here, and I want to be very clear, if there are any people here from the press, this isn't a gun rally. This is an honor your oath rally. We'll talk about guns, we'll talk about other elements of liberty, but the reality is this. Every single one of the people who raised their hand, who said that they took that oath, honored that oath. Every single one of them. They honored it on your behalf. They didn't lie to you. They didn't waver. They stood on a wall when no one else would. They honored that oath, and now we have a bunch of crooks and liars who hold that hand up in front of thousands of people and don't hear the words. From Concord down to Washington, hear us today. You honor your oath, or we kick your ass out of office. But it's not enough just to say it. Brave men like John Hinkle, who is a House representative, and brave men like Jack Kimball, who are crucified in the public arena for standing up for what is right, have to do something. And they did. 189 representatives will at some point have to explain why they violated their oath. Good.
Croc TV.